Patterning your shotgun is important because you want to make sure that it's set up properly with the right load and the right choke combination so that you can get a quick, clean kill on your intended target. Today, as a demonstration, I'm going to be patterning my 20 gauge over and under. I'm going to be just patterning the top barrel. If I was going to continue to do this to take this shotgun out to actually go hunting with, I would also pattern the bottom barrel. So to start, I'm going to use a improved cylinder choke with number 4 size steel shot. And I'm going to shoot that at 40 yards. For my target, I'm going to use a piece of butcher's paper. I'm going to set that up on a stand at 40 yards. I'm going to make a circle with a marker just so I have something to aim at. I'm also on that piece of butcher's paper going to write down the fact I'm using the top barrel of my gun, what choke I'm using, what load I'm using, and what distance I'm shooting at. I'm going to go back to 40 yards, and from a stable position, I'm going to take a single shot at my mark. I'm then going to go down range, look at my target, and I'm going to approximate the center of my pattern that I put onto that paper, which should be pretty big. Could be anywhere from 3 feet to 4 feet. But basically find the center of that pattern, stick a thumbtack in there, and then take a piece of 15-inch long string and use that with a marker to then draw a 30-inch diameter circle around that thumbtack. Then I can count the number of pellets in that 30-inch circle, and I'm going to be able to tell how many pellets I'm getting into that kill zone area at said distance. So I shot my first shot with the improved cylinder choke, size 4 steel shot out of the 20 gauge. Came down here, found the center of my pattern, indicated by this little red dot. And as you can see, I drew my 30-inch circle, and I counted up 90 hits in that 30-inch circle. It seems a little bit light. You can see there's a lot of gaps in this circle. I had 1 hit here in my pre-designated vital zone. So it's a little sparse to me. I'd like a little bit of a denser pattern. So I'm gonna go back and try the modified choke and see if I can get a few more hits in my 30-inch circle. So after the first shot and counting up my pellets, my pattern's a little bit sparse. So I'm going to remove the improved cylinder choke and replace it with a modified choke. I'm going to replace my butcher's paper. I'm going to again make a circle to aim at. I'm going to write down the choke I'm using, again top barrel of my 20 gauge, the shot I'm shooting, and the distance, which is 40 yards. After taking that shot with my modified choke, I'm going to go downrange and again repeat the process with the thumbtack and the string, counting how many pellets I have in that 30-inch diameter circle. Here are the results from my second shot. I bumped up from improved cylinder to the modified choke. Came down here, found the center of my pattern, which just happened to be where I was aiming. It's pretty much the center of the pattern. Drew my 30-inch circle, counted how many pellets I had within the 30-inch circle, and I'm up to 133. So I was at 90 with the improved cylinder. Now I'm up to 133 in the same 30-inch circle at 40 yards. You can see that I still have a pretty big hole here on the left. It could have been me, just pulled it to the right a little bit. But this is much better. This is probably the choke that I would have then in my top barrel for shooting ducks over the water at say 35 or 40 yards, max distance. For today's demonstration, I just shot 2 chokes with the same load so that you could see the differences in the results on the paper. In real life, I would continue trying different chokes in tighter constriction of chokes to see if I could even get more pellets in that 30-inch circle. I could also try different loads from different manufacturers. Whatever I do, all that just gives me knowledge and gives me confidence in when I pull the trigger, I know what that gun's doing. And that way, if I'm either hitting ducks or missing ducks, I can blame myself and not the gun.